I have gained weight. I'm 34 years old. I'm not 25 anymore. And a guy that I dated when I was 25 just came back into my life, and he's in the best shape of his life.
I would give anything to have someone at home to love me and support me. I've been the working parent, I've been the part-time working parent, I've been the stay-at-home mom and wife, and now I'm the single mom working 2 jobs. And I miss my kids, but I have to pay my bills. If you're a parent and you have a partner at home who loves you and your kids and helps take care of you in any way, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, however it may be, just thank them. Just say thank you. Remind them how grateful you are. Remind them how amazing they are. Because I would give anything to have someone at home to love me and support me.
I divorced my husband because I thought I didn't need him anymore. I divorced my husband because I had this senior position at work and thought I held the same position at home. I divorced my husband because I thought I was better than him because I had my degree now. I divorced my husband because I thought a successful marriage meant I was here and he was down here. That is not success. That's sickness. I found myself divorced and out there looking for love in all the wrong places. And this one and that one and that one and that one and this one and that one, and my body count going up and my value going down. All the while my husband done found somebody else building a relationship and building a life with them. I should have stayed married to my husband. I felt like I was on this dark road with no street lights, pitch dark, and I couldn't find my way and didn't know which way to go. I felt lost. I felt like I was walking barefoot on that dark road with pebbles and hot rocks sticking my foot. I felt hurt. I felt alone because every time he and that one and this one and that one left my bed, I was alone all by myself. And which was supposed to be soft and comfortable for me, my pillow, it was now filled with tears. I should not have left my husband.
He pursued me a year prior to this. Yes.
Right.
And so he kept trying and he would see me out.
Why didn't, within that year he pursued you, what made you not want him?
I thought he was too nice. I thought I would walk all over him, and I was going...
I thought he was too nice.
She thought wrong.
Oh, I did. I thought wrong.
I don't know what it is. There is this thought out there, this desire out there. I want me a soldier. I want me a hard dude. I want me this and that and the other thing. And those are the worst guys to get because they're not nice to you. And you get a nice guy and you're worried like, I don't want him. Why wouldn't you want a nice guy? I mean, they always say nice guy finish last. That's because women are foolish.
I agree.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Body count does not matter at all, and I'm going to give you a very specific reason why you should be a slut. In college, I was in a communications class, and via anonymous clicker, they asked us to guess what the average amount of people a college student hooks up with a year is. Then they asked us to say how many people we had hooked up with that year. People assumed the number that people had hooked up with was around 7 or 8 on average. Actual number of people hooked up with was 2 people. Our communications professor told us this to show perception is very different than reality. So the moral of the story is to be a slut because everyone assumes you're being one anyway. Being a slut is fun, it's flirty, it's trendy, it's cool, and it's slutty. All positive words. And my number was 10, which means I won because mine was the highest. That just proves sluts rule the world. And if you don't believe me, well, I don't know you, so bye, dead to me. Have fun living your uncool, unslutty life. Also, being a slut is a mindset, so even if you don't want to hook up with people, you can still be a slut. I don't know how to end this video, so bye.
For tonight, I just appreciate how sweet and kind you were and how open you were as well.
Dumb.
Yeah, I definitely don't take that lightly.
Did she say dumb?
Was short. I know that there's so much depth in you, and so yeah, I just want to say I appreciate you overall. And yes, so I'm actually about to get gas right now, but I would love to come over and hang out in the hot tub and then have some alone time with you, of course. Yeah, so I actually need $1,000. My sister with their rent. The rent's actually a little late, so there's like a 3-day grace period that they have. So I was either gonna hopefully make it with you or go to work like, either tonight or Monday. But yeah, I would rather make that with you. So let me know if you can help me with that. And then in return, we can do like oral. I can dance for you, give you a massage, and I'll definitely get you off. So don't worry. It's just, my boundary is no sex due to spiritual reasons, which
Spiritual
I can
reasons.
that when I see you.
Yes, the ancient spiritual practice of the booty call. Timeless. Men, the modern woman is a working woman, just not as advertised. Seriously, how can any guy listen to something like this and think it's sincere when everything from the tone to the exchange itself sounds like a house cleaning service? Many in the West live in a shameless society, and even though there's been a positive change recently, there's a whole goddamn industry out there that can't be ignored. Here are the top comments. This is sad, bro. Don't care, bro. Nice to hear she's a woman of God. Yep, a real woman of faith right here. 1,000 for neck is wild. Any rate is wild, dude. He already had been paying her and she's hustling him, so he's trying to expose her. Both are goofy. That's a theory. Are you kidding? Is this a real conversation? She has no shame. 0. She described his crib, which means she's been there before he's given her either unasked for money trying to flex, or she asks and he gives a lot F the time. She was way too comfortable. He's a trick, and that's okay, but don't try to embarrass her to look cool when you're her fool. You clearly haven't been outside for 10 years. Welcome back. Here we go.
So I had a threesome at EDC, and it wasn't with my boyfriend. My boyfriend's actually pretty insecure and kind of ugly, but honestly he has money, so I looked past those things. I told him that I needed to go change my shoes back at camp, and on the way back I found these really two hot guys, and I told them that honestly my boyfriend doesn't even feel me that good, and if they were down to go have a threesome. And I mean, what else would they say? Of course they were down, and honestly it made my EDC experience so magical.
Got a lot of red pill people out there, a lot of people preaching that, oh, go get successful, go get to the money, and the women will come, Yeah, it's going to be women just like this that's going to come if you don't know how to pick them right. I've never been one to preach that whole go get rich just so you can go attract a certain type of woman. Like, I've never been one to preach that, because you end up finding females like this. You need to be well-rounded. You need to develop your mouthpiece. You need to have game. You need to have the looks, and you need to have the finances or the resources. You need to be the whole package. The fact that she said she looked past his looks, she really just said bro was ugly. He don't know how to fuck, but she deal with it because he has money. If y'all think money alone is good enough to keep these women, you better think again, bro. I'm really convinced that a lot of dudes aren't capable of being able to pick better quality of women. Like I be telling y'all, man, y'all women is a reflection of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So whatever your women out here doing behind closed doors or even on social media, she's a reflection of you, and a reflection of your game and the type of program that you running.
And he's absolutely correct. I never fully understood the maxing thing. A lot of guys out there will be perfectly manicured, focusing on their face more than chicks, working their asses off, not for a higher purpose, but to get something easy on the side. It's really simping with extra steps, and that's why a lot of these dudes end up getting exposed in a matter of months. They don't practice what they preach. At the end of the day, if modern women are part of the hustle, you're not embracing masculinity. You're just a blind servant to what you claim to despise. Here are the comments, fellas. Brah, as me being older brother, I can let you know love is overrated. Men love unconditionally. Women learn to love given the proper environment. Not that hard, brother. They just out here leasing boyfriends. A Western business. Low IQ activities. You can't make a 304 into a housewife, period. Ding, ding, ding. Gold star for you there. Let's be honest, though. They're never really only yours. When the right guy comes along, more times than not, they'll fold. It's just your turn. Okay, how would somebody pick this as a girlfriend in the first place? Some women are only good for one night. Brother is preaching facts. I've said and continue to say the same thing. Getting rich isn't about attracting a higher quality of woman. That's a trick mindset. Get rich to build up yourself. Be mindful of the type of woman you want. You want one who wants you because you have money. You'll be nothing but a trick. Amen. Next clip.
His broke ass didn't contribute to my birthday dinner. Ooh. I invited 10 people. We were all just having a good time, just ordering drinks and food. And then the bill came. The bill was $4,600.
Oh, what?
But he literally pitched in $18.
Oh.
Well, hell, Victor, I need to hear this. Tell me your part.
Okay, well, let me tell you the truth. So basically, she went to a restaurant that she can't afford, and other people there was ordering steaks, lobster tails, all that. And I looked at the menu. I knew I wasn't finna buy all that. So I bought calamari and a Sprite for $18. And that's what I gave her, and she looked at me crazy, and I looked at her crazy right back. Because I'm the only one with sense, baby.
Okay,
They
yeah,
crazy
literally
as hell,
sense,
just like you.
sense.
Your lies are faking in your hair right now, Coco.
As Chappelle puts it, you ain't poor. You're broke, and that's nothing to be ashamed of. Not necessarily. Technically, if someone were to look at my bank account, a lot of men's bank accounts, they'd be broke, but that's only because the lifestyle is a mix of frugality and investments. This is the exact kind of woman who wants a man to be house poor instead of traveling the world with appreciating assets. She wants a fool, and she didn't find it in a man who understands fiscal responsibility. The comments are, he paid for what he had. I'm with him on this one. It's not rocket science. I haven't spent $4,600 on all of my birthdays combined. Preach. That's just insanity, even with 6 figs. How'd you spend $4,600 on dinner and have no mortgage on a house? I don't care if you judge me, you ain't about to gaslight me into covering other people's tab for food and drinks that didn't touch my lips. I'm paying for my portion and that's it. Well, you're a chick, so nobody cares. She invited the people, she chose the expensive restaurant. What was her plan? If he contributed $18 and she felt it wasn't enough, that means someone else fell way short. Count it up, lady. That's a tall order for Snooki over here. Next clip.
Body count, I have to say, does not matter because I have over 100 bodies.
20 years old, right?
Yes.
Notice the phrasing here. Body count, I have to say, does not matter because blah, blah, blah. The rest is null and void. She has to say it, because if she said it did, she'd have to confront the horror of her statement. This woman is all over social media defending her position, not because she believes it's right, but because she has to affirm her life choices. The comments? She is lost. Yes. Why would a man want to marry that? That's like buying a used car that's ready to break down. The parts are all worn out. Used cars are more reliable. 20 years old and already has over 100 bodies? That's definitely not normal. I'd say that at that age, the most she should have is about 4. Stop trying to compromise. Women whom sleep around energetically find it harder to build a true bond and see their man as special. Body count does matter because the more you're with, the less you'll settle for, which means you'll never settle for just one. Body count on the forehead would be great. You immediately know which one is for fun and which for marriage. Makes life easier. In this climate, we'd need bigger foreheads. Moving on.
I think my monthly allowance should be $100K a month. Because,
somebody been smoking and drinking.
you know, I got a child and I got some bills to take care of, and I'm just trying to upgrade my life and, you know, build something for us.
See, now that's some bullshit.
How many bills she got? I don't know.
Judging by everything from the build to the uniform to the way she speaks, we know damn well she's never seen $100K in a year. And look, there are 2 ways to evaluate this and make an assessment. Both are valid and not mutually exclusive. 1, she needs to be put in an asylum. And 2, she's trying to bid high to get something she doesn't deserve. Regardless, she's discussing her rate. I think everyone knows what I mean by that. The comments here are, $250 in food stamps is good enough. Nice burn. She got a child sounds like a personal problem. Yep, it sure is. $1.2 million a year? Yeah, move on. I'd only pay money just so I don't have to hear her again. It's worse than jail. Trying to upgrade by working a great job? No. Starting a business? No. Finding a sugar daddy? Yep, yeah, that's the one. You want to upgrade your life, lady. Go to school and get a trade and start a career for you and your child. Maybe you should go to school for cosmetology for starters. You can't manage to upgrade off of food stamps and child support. So what the hell are you going to do with $100K a month? I get you're trying to teach her, but why even try? Next clip.
You ever been cheated on?
When I left for Iraq, the female told the dude that I died in combat. What? So when I came back, he was in my house.
What'd you do to him?
He was on my side. He was like, what the fuck? And then from there, we put her out together.
You put her out together with him?
Yeah, he helped me to kick all her shit out. We went to the bar, had a drink, because he lost his brother in combat, actually. From there, we ended up being cool friends.
Chick ended up hustling her man into a friendship. I hate that it had to happen this way, but that's kind of beautiful, brother. Moreover, this is just a perfect example of the adaptive capabilities of men versus women. When a man struggles, his response is to reach out to his brothers or work his way out of the jam. These chicks just find the nearest corner with some fishnets. Honestly, someone could make a movie based on this, and it would blow all the Hollywood garbage out of the water. And why? Because it's real. Here are the top comments. This is the best homie origin story I've ever heard. I don't know about that, but it's solid. She's for the trenches. Nice. Very nice. Gold star for you. Why does it seem like it's the guy standing there? Not gonna lie, I got the same vibe. She lied that her man died in combat to a man who actually lost his brother that way. The sack on her. It's a shameless generation. No redeemable qualities here. The man standing right next to him smiling because he knows he helped him throw her out. Serving in the military taught me how cold and calculated women can be. I've seen 6'2", 280-pound men who can charge up a mountain carrying a machine gun in full kit, shudder under the weight of their wives, and be brought down to nothing. I'm glad I'm gay. Yo, what? That had a twist at the end. Next clip.
What happened to men paying bills for free? Like, what happened to that? Why don't y'all pay bills for free no more? Like, why can't y'all be like y'all grandma?
In the end, they just want our money, Kakashi. Especially in this day and age. Back in the day, I was a complete and utter simp for Rin. A perfect traditional girl. I wanted to clap her cheeks as hard as possible. And yet all I could do was hide in the shadows. Don't you get it, Kakashi? The women of the past no longer exist in this harsh world. Niggas like Black Spider Guy warned us. Yet we didn't listen. Now we're just middle-aged men with lots of cash trying to find love that will never exist, like it did in the times of our parents. And I know for a goddamn fact you know this shit to be true. I've seen you with these red eyes of mine, reading those damn romance novels, wishing for a love that you could cherish.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I find these so goddamn funny. I mean, the closest thing I've read to a romance novel is For Whom the Bell Tolls. I'm not sure anyone should be advertising that, but regardless, simping needs a healthy dose of pessimism. Not a lot, but just a little. The comments are, I thought they said they don't need men anymore. It's just a facade. I do behave like my grandfather. You don't get your bills paid by me until marriage, and you stay home and care for the house. Very fair and understandable, my man. Difference between the man paying her bills and the man paying their bills. Plus, she can't say she's strong and independent if she's dependent on a man to pay her way. Plus, if she does bring income, then she's just a liability. Case closed. Bingo. You can thank Destiny's Child and Beyonce for the path y'all are walking. LOL. We'll be more like our grandpa when you become more like our grandma. Just be more like grandpa and damn the rest, dude. No reason to debase yourself. Moving along.
Bro, life on easy mode. Okay. So I've been getting a lot of comments like this ever since how much I make has been like leaked and stuff. And if it's so easy, why don't you do it? Okay, if it's so easy, baby boy, quit your job, quit going to school, whip it out and see if you make that much. It's not that easy.
Finally, this chick reveals that she's pissed off. Looks like that's the sore spot. She really thinks she's an entrepreneur. Bring on the spam. But first, some comments. I'd rather be broke with morals and a family. Brain cell count, -4 and counting. Opens legs, makes $1 million. OMG, I have it so hard. OMG, it's so hard to open your legs in film. I miss the old days when nothing like this existed. Bruh, life easy mode. So close. Read it next time, buddy. I believe in you. Just imagine if you were born a man, you would be broke with the rest of us. She'll be broke very soon. Next clip.
I'd love for the feminists, please apply for the oil rigs. Please go do the hard jobs in society. They're open, they're hiring, because I don't think men or women are equal until we do the equal work. Go apply to be on the oil rigs, go be an electrician, go be on the front lines of the military, and then we should have equal rights. But until feminists are willing to do that, I don't believe we should have the freedom without the responsibility.
Okay, well, I don't think that I'm physically built like you might be. You said you were a volleyball player, so you've got more strength than I do.
I don't have more strength than the average
take your
man.
rights.
If feminists really believed in equality, but you guys don't, I would love for you. There is an oil rig hiring. There is an engineer.
I would actually love to see Ava Sassoon on an oil rig.
Seriously. There is a building being built next to my building. Go do it, feminists.
All the profit, none of the work to deserve it. The comments are, fun fact, if it weren't for the feminist movements, she won't be there on television stating her opinion. You might want to think about what you just said there. Feminists only want equality for convenience. Feminists only want equality for corporate jobs, but not for the blue-collar jobs. We should start organization to protect anti-feminist people. She destroyed every feminist there ever was, there is, and there ever will be. No feminist said ever that women are physically equal to men. It's all in your brain. Equality means equal rights, opportunities, safety a human should get. Untrue, false, incorrect. Next clip.
Why do you think guys are struggling dating in the world today?
Social media is probably the biggest downfall of the dating scene.
The illusion of options.
I think they're just overthinking it. I find that people come up to you a lot and won't even ask you your name first.
Say if you meet someone through social media, not to have conversations so much over the phone.
Being able to well, this girl's really pretty, but this one's even prettier.
Just putting yourself out there and being a little bit brave is all it takes, and that's all a girl's gonna want to see.
It's kind of two extremes, being too bold and not being bold enough, and putting yourself out there in a kind way.
Get out, have a date, as soon as possible, because the more you talk over the phone.
I think not trying to put up a front and just being true to themselves.
It almost gives you a false sense of who they actually are, because you can think of a response.
Complimenting something other than someone's looks.
I think the less talking over the phone, the better.
Keep working, ladies. See what happens. The comments at the top. Serious question. Why do so many women have tattoos on their arms now? Why are you asking them? Not a single girl that was questioned was attractive. Women egos has been virtually overfeeded thanks to social media. Hundreds of men tell them they're pretty over the web. They need to date women for a little bit. Refresh their perspective. Nope. We're good on that. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want to say I appreciate you. So don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment to have a chance to be featured, and hit that sub button to approve of our message. And we now have an official second channel, Man Guide Reacts. Link is down in the description. We got fresh content, gonna be trying some new stuff over there, so subscribe to that for new content. I appreciate all the continued support, and I want to wish you all tremendous success. See ya in the next one.